think we went off sides on that one at the very end. Unfortunately, and so we were going to run it there, try to pick up. It's like fourth and a couple inches, and unfortunately it didn't work out. So we got backed up, punted it, and still had some time left and to potentially win the game, come back, and unfortunately it didn't work out that way.
Brady Henderson.
Hey, Russell, what do you make of the kind of way the offense kind of shifted in the second half of the season? You guys were leading the league in scoring over the first 9 weeks, and then it seemed like you kind of hit a wall, and that continued Sunday. What do you make of just the way that the shift went?
Yeah, I think that, we started off the season great. Obviously we were doing so many spectacular things. Guys were making so many great plays. I think we were blocking our tails off. We dealt with some injuries, along the way against a really tough patch of games, especially up front. And, and I think this league's tough. It's tough every day. But I think that there's obviously has been some great things along the way too. And some of the things that we've been able to do. Obviously, DK and Tyler had spectacular years. Threw a bunch of touchdowns, made a lot of plays, do a lot of great things. But I think that we ended up 12-4 in the regular season, won the NFC West, and then we get here in the playoffs, and we didn't play our best football. We didn't across the board. We didn't feel like we really got going. I think that we really got the tempo going late in the fourth there, and we moved the ball really well up and down the field. But the first quarter was gone basically. That's just the reality of the first quarter. But the second and third, we just kind of faltered and weren't on our stuff all the way. And so I think that I do think that for the season though, there's been a lot of great things to it. There's a lot of great players. A lot of guys who've done some amazing things are going to be a part of our journey for a long time, along the way. I think about, obviously, DK Tyler. I think about a guy like Freddie Swain. He stepped up in the past several games, and how he's been really key for us. And just, I hate this feeling, obviously, but we felt like we had a chance today. When the game was, you were down by 7, we had a couple penalties. I think I had that long run, and then we got a penalty, and we got backed up, and next thing you know, the game flipped. Where we felt like we was a little bit out of reach, and then we still went after it. We still kept believing. We were down 17, kept coming, try to find a way, and they just made more plays than us.
Curtis Crabtree.
Yeah, Russell, kind of piggybacking off Brady's question here, but you guys made it look so easy relatively offensively the first half of the year for it feel like it was such an uphill climb for you guys in some of these later season games. How do you kind of square that away and the way that this game went today with you guys with the struggles of third down and all that?
Well, I think that it's kind of the same question in the sense of the same answer, I guess I should say. But I think that the reality of what this season has been a battle in so many different ways. I think that we know who we are, who we can be. I think that obviously, what we have, the type of talent that we have so many great talented players and skill position guys that can catch the ball and do some things, run it too as well. And I think that for us is that we have to continue to press in and just know that this is not supposed to be easy. It's not like it's one of those things that every game's going to go, as perfect as it can be. The key to this game is winning, and that's just the reality. And the reality is that we didn't do our part today. We didn't win. And so I don't want to overcomplicate it. I think that. For us is that we have to continue to get better. We have to continue to find new creative ways to do stuff. And I think also too as well, just continue to press into, the best version of ourselves every day and just continue to believe that great things are going to happen, and we have a great football team. Don't get me wrong. I think that we, you guys can write whatever you want, but the reality is that we have a great football team. And I think we have great guys, but we didn't play great today. And that's what matters most, and throughout a season, there's always ebbs and flows. Sometimes it's, we didn't start early, we didn't start fast enough early on. Sometimes it's, you guys are doing great right now, late in the season. So there's sometimes that part of it. And that's just the journey. You can't, as a player, I think as an organization too, and as teammates in the locker room and everything else, you can never, you just have to be able to go understand the process of it all. And I think for us, there's been it's been a crazy